Hello everyone and welcome to the Tailored Acres channel. I'm Taylor and I garden in Wisconsin Zone 4B. I'm a home gardener, but I love cut flowers, veggies, and perennials. Today I'm going to go through everything that I'm starting inside here with my indoor seed starting setup. I'm going to start with everything that I am starting for my veggies first. So the first thing I'm starting is rosemary. And I know that there is issues with growing this successfully. I did winter sow some successfully in previous years, but the most successful I've had is just planting it in the ground this last summer. The plant did not get very big. It's actually under my grow lights right now. So I'm going to give that a try for this year. The next thing are peppers, and both of these varieties I've grown past years with a lot of success. These ones I will be starting with a paper towel in a Ziploc bag for germination. I found that that helps a lot. I put that bag somewhere warm, and once they sprout, then I plant them in the soil. So I have both Yolo Wonder, which is a sweet pepper that turned red, and then I have the peperoncinis, which are delicious. And then I also have onion seeds. These Walla Wallas were really good last year and they got huge. So definitely a variety that grows well for me here. Next up, I'm going to go through the perennials that I'm starting from seed. I'm actually going to start all of my perennials this month in February because I want to have nice sized plants to plant out come spring. So if you're looking for a smaller plant or to not pot them up, probably wait another month to start those. So the ones that I'm growing are Shasta Daisies, both Crazy Daisy and Alaska. And both these were from Swallowtail Gardens. I have Delphinium that I just picked up probably at Walmart or Home Depot. I have Foxglove that I seed saved and also from Burpee. I have Bleeding Hearts Heliopsis, which I got from Swallowtail Gardens. Some of these I started along with the daisies last summer, and I did a fall planting of those. So there's little seedlings out in my garden under the snow right now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do next year. It should give them a really good head start. I also have Hyssop, anise. I have ornamental grass, and this one the rabbits absolutely love. They mow it right down, but when they forget about it, it's a really cute little grass. So I'm going to start some more of those in hopes that I can get the rabbits under control. I also have some Mystica Penstemon. I have some Fama White and Fama Blue Scabiosa, and these will be new for me this year, and they should be perennial in my garden. I've seen that they decline after a few years, so I'll probably start these like every other year. And then I have two types of yarrow. I have both Double Diamond, which is a cute little one, and then Summer Berries, which is a mix. And some of the summer berries are also little seedlings in my garden right now under the snow. And now for the cut flowers. So some of these are cool flowers, which is something new that I learned last year. I got Lisa Mason Ziegler's book, and it's so interesting to see what you should be starting early. And the ones that are cool flowers, I'm going to be planting out, I think, 6 weeks early, depending on what the weather is that we have here. It can be anything in April. So those I'm going to be starting earlier than I would if I wasn't doing the cool flower planting out really early. And with that cool flower planting out, I'm also going to have frost cloth that they're probably going to live under some of the time when they're out there, because we do have such cold weather, sometimes still in April and May here in Wisconsin. So I'll try to say which ones are cool flowers or that I'm going to treat as cool flowers this year. Again, I have very little experience with this, so it will be interesting to follow along on that progress this year. So the first two that I have are Feverfew. I have Virgo and Magic Single. Last year I grew Magic Single and they were adorable. Daisies are one of my favorite flowers, so those little tiny daisy-like flowers were just like my favorite thing that I grew. So I did leave the plants out in the garden and they stayed green until we got snow here in January. So I'm hoping that they will be a perennial here. We are zone 4, but they're closer to the house, so I'm hoping maybe I can get those to come back as a perennial. I also have geranium that I'm starting. These are going to be just pretty flowers in my landscaping. They caught my eye. I'm not a huge fan of geraniums, but I know that you can save them over winter. So that will be what I'm looking to do with them this year, and see how I can preserve them and not have to start from seeds every year, because they are a beautiful flower. So that will be fun to follow along with that. The next I have are Rudbeckia. So I have Cherokee Sunset, which I've done the last few years. They're really beautiful flowers, but the rabbits absolutely adore them here. So I do need to get them in a fenced-in area this year so that they survive. This was actually a perennial variety for me. I don't think it was supposed to be. So that was a nice surprise that those came back for me. And they're now in my vegetable garden, so we'll see how they survive the winter this year. The climate's a little bit different there than where they were up by the house last year. I also have Cherry Brandy and Indian Summer, and both of these are annuals here and are new for me this year. And then my favorite, Snapdragons. So I have 4 different varieties. I've done this tall deluxe the last few years, and they really work great. They are a little bit of a skinnier stem and not quite as tall as the Potomac, but they're also still really good ones if you're just looking for a nice mix. And then I have 3 different Potomacs here. I have an early sunrise mix, Potomac custom mix, and ivory Potomac. And this ivory and the sunrise are ones that I grew last year, and they were just gorgeous. The ivory was my absolute favorite, but I did have an issue come the end of the season with thrips. So I will be getting beneficial nematodes this spring to hopefully help deal with that and build a healthy ecosystem. They're out in the cut flower garden, which I'm also working on the soil, so that will help that as well. So that's everything that I am starting in February. So if you have any questions about any of these, how I'm going to start them or anything at all, please let me know in the comments. I'll probably do some videos on how to start some of these. Like, I know lots of people have questions about the Snapdragons, and I'll probably do onions and peppers as well as separate videos on how to start those, the processes that I've found successful years past for me. But if there's something else that you want to see for sure, please let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to document what I've been doing to help you out. So thank you for joining today. Follow me on social media as well, on Facebook and Instagram, and take care.